Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today we're continuing the Random Wheel series after popular demand to bring it back. And it has been quite a long time since we have done one of these episodes. I think the last time we did was around the release of the AR pack, so it's been a few months. But we're going to get back out there. There's a lot of maps that have got reworked since we did this last, so there is a good chance that we could get a map that I haven't really explored much. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to spin for a map, and then we will spin for 4 weapons and 4 sites that we're allowed to use. And there is, like, no guarantees that any of them will even work on each other. So let's see what we end up getting. Hopefully we'll get some sites that we can actually use with the guns we end up getting. But first of all, let's spin for our reserve and see what we end up getting. And it's Medved Taiga. I'm actually okay with that. Medved has been a lot of fun recently, so I will gladly do a little bit of Medved multiplayer. And now, as for the weapons, let's just rapid fire 4 weapons as I'm talking. We've got the crossbow. What is going to be our second weapon? The 308, that's actually amazing. I didn't expect to get something actually good. The compound bow. So we have 2 bows and the 308, and then the final one is the 270. Interesting. So we're going to have the 270, the 308, the compound bow, and the crossbow. So if we find a good musk deer or a lynx, we're gonna have to use a bow to kill it. That is very, very unfortunate for us, but very interesting as well. Now, when it comes to the sights, there is no guarantee that we will even roll sights that we're able to use on our guns, and I do it this way to kind of give us a little bit more variety. If I don't get any of the sights that we can use, then we just can't use anything on it. We gotta go iron sights. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Let's see what we get. Oh gosh, the crossbow. Okay, that actually is good because we do have the crossbow. I'll take that. For a second I thought it was bad, but that actually is good. And we get the 3-pin sight. Okay, so we're getting stuff for the actual stuff we're using. And the Red Raptor. Okay, not the greatest, but still solid because it is much better than it used to be. And the final one is, it can't be the Red Raptor again, so we're gonna spin one more time. The handgun sight, so a useless sight. Alright, let's jump into it. I guess it's a Red Raptor and crossbow hunt. Okay, so I didn't take into account that now that I don't have Pack Mule, I can't carry as much as I used to be able to, so since this doesn't go on any of our guns, we're just gonna ditch it so that I can still fit the crossbow scope. And we're just gonna see what we can do with things with what we've got. I do have faith that this will be a somewhat okay loadout to use. I mean, it definitely feels like it will be. We're gonna have to swap a few things around in our inventory, though, to make this make a little bit more sense. And we already have a failed to synchronize error. Well, that's quite unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. There is absolutely 0 Medved servers up at the moment. Apparently, that was the last one, so I guess we're gonna have to go to single player until more servers come up, which I guess that's not too big of a deal. We haven't exactly done a ton of searching on our own map, besides for musk deer and reindeer, so we could always go look for some moose, I guess. You know, it's kind of crazy to think that with all of the moose that are now at this lake, they're pretty much just as thick as the reindeer were, and I don't have anything good initial spawn-wise, besides a level 4 in front of us now. At least from what I can tell, so I guess we'll take this guy down. So at about 150, I think we should be able to do this. We're going to use the 308 with the Red Raptor, and hope that we can sink a good shot into him. I think we did. That looked like it was probably okay, though it is kind of difficult to tell at that range through such a low power zoom sight, but it seems we did get a good shot, so that is awesome. Looks like a single lung maybe? Well, let's take a look at our moose, and yes, we did get a pretty solid right lung shot to 11.70. Not a bad level 4 at all. Well, there we go. Ask and you will receive. That actually is a very large level 4. To be honest, I think it has a chance of being a level 4 diamond, though it is hard to tell from this angle. I need to get a better look at the actual rack. I do believe this is a large one, though. Regardless, it's a very nice looking moose. And I am curious, can I possibly make a shot this long with the Red Raptor? I think it's totally possible. And we definitely made that. If this ends up being a diamond, that'll be probably the most insane shot I've ever taken in my entire life, though I don't know where he's gone. I think that was him that just went back into the brush where we can't see him. And oh my gosh, he's going down. Did we actually nail that shot perfectly? I think we did. And there he is, a really large-looking moose that does have a pretty chance of scoring relatively high. I don't think this is a diamond potential rack now that I'm looking at it. It's probably 250s or 260s, but that's still solid nonetheless. Yeah, 255. We got left lung from 241 meters with the red raptor reflex sight. That is pretty impressive. Definitely going to be trying some more shots like that. Oh my gosh, that's insanely huge. Oh my gosh, where was this guy hiding when I ran through this river last time? I'm going to assume this has to be a respawn from that little river run that we did when I was showing off all of the cool spots on Medved now. However, I definitely did not see that guy, so I'm assuming he has to be a respawn. Unless he somehow just was hiding from me and I didn't realize that he was. That is insane. Look at the absolute sheer size of this monster. We got to make sure we get a good shot into him. I don't want to take anything risky considering we have the red raptor. This is going to be a testament to our skill with this thing. And honestly, I think we can do it. That looked like a pretty solid hit. I really hope so. I will be sad if we mess that guy up, because that is massive. Oh, we definitely got him. We definitely got him. Now the question is, will he make diamond, or will he fall just short? I'm gonna say he'll make it. He definitely looks like a diamond to me. Well, there it is, in a terrible spot, so we're not really gonna be able to get too good of a look at him. Actually, we can get a good look at him from here. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking he won't make it. Though the kind of brow tines are relatively large, there's nothing else that really screams diamond to me. Maybe we'll get lucky. This might barely make it, but I got a feeling it's a troll. It is indeed a troll at 267.80. Very, very unfortunate level 5 to find. But I suppose regardless, it's still a 5. Well, we have finally managed to find something else good. It's been a little bit since we found that moose, and I think this has a better chance of making diamond than that moose did. Though reindeer have been known to be pretty trolly, this one is a 411 to 491 on the estimate, so there is a decent chance that it could make it. Now, this lake has been just absolutely insane for reindeer, and honestly at this point I feel like it's the only lake you even need to hunt for them in order to actually have some success. If you guys want to see more about this lake, I would definitely recommend checking out my Medved video that I did recently, showing off all of the brand new hotspots for reindeer and moose and musk deer. It's pretty insane. But let's attempt to get a little bit closer to this guy and get a shot into him. I don't want to take as long of a shot considering they're a little bit smaller than a moose. However, I think we should be able to get an easy 100-meter shot, so let's just inch our way up there a little bit closer and see what we can do. Oh, and did I mention that I want to use the 270 on this one? So yeah, that's gonna make this a little bit more interesting. And uh-oh, that's bad. He walked right as I took the shot. Did the second one save it? I think the second one saved it. Oh gosh, I'm so scared now. That was a diamond potential. It definitely had a decent chance of making diamond. We may have just screwed it up. It took a step right as I fired the first shot, but I think we managed to get a second shot into it that was actually good, and can't tell. Is that non-vital? I think that's non-vital. Uh-oh. Or is it vital? Actually, I think that's vital. Okay, it's vital. We're good. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought that we messed that up. I for sure thought that we messed that up. Well, it's good to see that there's a pretty decent chance that we made a good second shot with that being vital blood. In fact, I wouldn't say it's a pretty decent chance. It is guaranteed that we made a good shot on that second one. First shot was pretty bad though, but I think this might make it. It looks like it really could, but it's a goal at 414. Jeez, 0 for 2 on the max levels today. That's really unfortunate. What killed it here? Honestly, I don't know what would have killed the score. I guess it's just one of those racks that doesn't make it, unfortunately. So we were finally able to get in some multiplayer servers again, and this one actually is a pretty good one, another low-level server. You'll love to see it. Hopefully we can end up finding something good. I think we have a chance since there is no zones on the river, which means there's probably some good musk deer. However, maybe I took the wrong route, because this looks like a dangerous way to get down. Now, one of the very unfortunate things about musk deer is that a lot of them look melanistic, and because of that, it's really hard to tell when you actually have a melanistic. So I am going to be checking the tracks of as many of them as I can just to figure out what I even have in front of me, because I know for a fact there's going to be at least a couple that look melanistic but probably aren't, and so it's very good to try and spot and then attempt to track as many of them as possible. Okay, that musk deer actually has a pretty solid chance of being a good one. I think level 2 diamonds are a thing, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe it's very rare, but I think they are a thing nonetheless. So we're going to try and get close enough to take it and hope that it's going to be one of the incredibly rare level 2 diamonds. Regardless, it's a very nice musk deer and one of the bigger ones I will probably have ever taken down. So let's attempt to get up there and take it with the bow, since that's all I have to take it. And honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I believe the hawk and crossbow can take things up to like 90 meters pretty comfortably. So we might try a crazy 90-meter shot with this thing. I definitely think that is a possibility. We gotta make sure that this guy is not going to spook though, as they are going attentive. So I did actually forget that the 420 bolts can take class 2 animals. For some reason I thought they were class 3 and above, but it does seem that class 2s can be taken with the 420 grain. So we're going to go ahead and use those. If you take a look right here, it shows the information on the right side. Effective range of 30, and then shows penetration, expansion, and classes 2 to 7. So we should be able to use that and do pretty well. Definitely better than trying the 300 grain. Okay, there he is right there, 50 meters away. I think we can do this. Let's just go prone and try to get out into the open where we can actually get a good line of sight, because I believe this is going to be the shot that will take him down. And just like that, we have a very large musk deer on the ground, hopefully a level 2 diamond. But if I'm being honest, I still don't 100% know if level 2 diamonds are even a thing with him. I feel like I've heard a few different people say that they are, but I can't confirm, so it's a gold, but 241 is a very large musk deer. So that's not bad at all. And I'll take a 54-meter double lung with the crossbow as well. That worked out way better than I thought it would. Well, unfortunately, I am unable to find any more servers for Medved, and I don't want to continue hunting in single player today, as it's not quite as enjoyable as going to random servers, so I think we're going to call it there. We got 2 trolls along with a really large musk deer, so it wasn't a complete bust, though. It was quite unfortunate, the amount of trolling that happened in this video. Not only did we get screwed over by the sights we had to use with our guns, but we also had to use a bow for anything small or extra large. So that's a little bit unfortunate. And then on top of it, we got trolled by 2 different trophies. So overall, it was a rough day of hunting, but I hope you guys still enjoyed it. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, click that like button, and ring that notification bell so that you guys will never miss any of the future uploads. Also, be sure to leave a comment down below if you guys enjoy this and what you think we should do for the next one, and I will try to respond to as many as I can. With that being said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace!